have any special requests this morning? Hips are sore? How's everybody feeling? Okay. All right. Let's sit comfortably cross-legged this morning. If you need the lift of a blanket or your yoga block underneath you, you can go ahead and set that up now. Good morning. It's just an open class.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Thank you. Welcome. Try to really elongate your spine. Lifting upwards through the crown of the head, relax the shoulders down and away from the ears. Palms can be up if you're open to accepting energy, down if you need to ground. Give a little squeeze between the shoulder blades. Lengthening upwards through the crown of your head. And just let your eyes close. Start to notice the sounds around you. Start to notice the sound of your breath. And begin to deepen and lengthen that breath. Do your best to allow for a full expansion of your lungs, bottom to top, side to side, front to back. And just start to smooth that breath out. Make it even in length and in volume. Let your palms join together right at the heart center, and take a moment here to set an intention for your practice this morning. Good, and we'll seal that intention in with the chanting of Om. Take a deep breath in. Om. Release the hands from the heart back down to the knees or the thighs. Beginning to link our breath together as you inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, and hold the breath. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, and hold. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, retain, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, retain, 2, 3, 4, inhale, 2, 3, 4, retain, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, retain, 2, 3, 4, inhale, and hold. Exhale, slowly empty your lungs and hold. Inhale, retain, exhale, retain. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. Removing any lift you may have placed underneath the seat. Make your way into child's pose. So just come onto the knees, bring the big toes together, sink the hips back to the heels. Let your chest come down, let your head come down. If your forehead doesn't make it to the ground, support your head with your hands and just breathe. Breathe in through the nose and breathe out through the nose. Let the pull of gravity draw those hips gently down as you start to sway those hips from side to side. Good. As you sway your hips back to center, go ahead and extend and reach those hands forward. Open the hands to a shoulder distance width. Looking at the space between your palms, as you inhale, lengthen the arms. As you exhale, walk your hands over to the right. Try to keep your hands at a shoulder distance width. Take your hands as far over to the right as they'll go and fold gently over that right thigh. Good. As you inhale, lift the chin, look between your hands, walk your hands back to center and then all the way over to the left. And then gently fold over that left leg. Inhale, look between the palms and walk the hands back to center. Take another inhale, reach those fingers a little bit further forward. As you exhale, fold to that furthest place. Gripping your mat with your fingers, pull yourself now up to your hands and your knees, coming into your table pose. Stacking your shoulders over your wrists, stacking your hips over your knees, looking down just ahead of those fingers. On an inhale, send your right leg back and your left arm forward for a spinal balance. And as you bring your left arm up alongside your left ear, try to keep looking straight down to the ground. So you're not looking forward, you're looking down. Turn your thumb up to the sky. Pull the shoulder back away from the ear. Push that right heel straight back behind you. Keep breathing. Take another inhale, stretch the arm and leg longer, lift them up a little higher as you look forward. As you exhale, lower your hand and your knee down. Take an inhale to come into cow, lift the chin, lift the tail. Exhale, round it out into your cat, round the back, pull the belly in, inhaling into cow. Make that U shape with your spine. Exhale, round out into your cat. And one more time, leading with the tailbone. As you inhale, tailbone lifts, chin lifts. Exhale, tuck the tail, tuck the chin, round the back. And come back to your neutral table. Spread your fingers out as wide as you can. Make sure the space between your thumbs is big enough for both of your feet. And now inhale, send your left leg back and your right arm forward. Change sides with your spinal balance. Keep looking straight down to the ground. Pull that right shoulder back away from the ears. So look down, keep your neck in line with your spine. Keep that subtle tuck to the tail. Pull that low belly gently up and in. And breathe. Good. Take another inhale. Stretch it out long. Lift the limbs a little higher as you look forward. As you exhale, lower your hand and your knee down. Inhale, lead with the tailbone, lifting it, lifting the chin, open the throat. Exhale, tuck the tail, tuck the chin, round the back. 2 more. Move with your breath. Inhaling into cow and exhaling into cat. And when you're done that second one, take your time to get there. You just come back to a neutral table. Step your right foot up in between your hands. So keep your hands where they were. Walk your right foot closer to your right hand. How far back can you slide your left knee? Point your left toes straight back behind you. So make sure that in between your right foot and your left knee, you've got about 2 of your own fist distance. Rise to your fingerprints. Lift the chest. Lift the chin. Start to look upwards. Pull your shoulders down away from your ears. Keep dropping those hips gently down. Keep dragging that heart forward as you breathe. Good. Take another deep breath in, and as you exhale, look slightly down, curl your left toes under, and straighten your left leg. And as you straighten your left leg, try to pull that left hip forward as you draw the right hip back. Keep lifting the chest away from the thigh. Keep sending that heart forward as you press that left heel back, and take 1 more inhale. Bend your left knee, push off the left foot. Left foot steps up. Fold over your legs and breathe. Try to keep the weight balanced between your heels and your toes. Give your head a gentle shake as though saying no, turning it side to side. So you're letting it hang as you do this, and then relax the head and begin to nod the head yes. And then relax the head completely. Keep your left foot rooted where it is. Take a big step back with your right foot this time. Making sure your feet are at a hip distance stance as you lower to your right knee and you untuck your right toes. Point those right toes straight back behind you as best you can. Start to lift the chin, open the throat. Relax the shoulders down, away from the ears. Gaze forward in front of you. Keep dropping those hips gently down. Good. Take another deep breath in. As you exhale, let the chin come down just slightly so you can curl your right toes under, and now straighten your right leg. And as you straighten your right leg, pull the left hip back, shift the right hip forward. Press that right leg as straight as you can. Continue to breathe. Continue to focus your eyes. Continue to work from the pads of your fingers, gathering those fingers towards each other. That intention is there without them actually moving. Good, let's take another deep breath in. With the exhale, bend the right knee, push off the right foot, and step the right foot up. And fold over your legs and breathe. Grab a hold of your elbows, put a little bend into those knees, and just hang in a ragdoll forward fold. Good. As you release your elbows, place your hands in your shins and inhale, straighten your arms, look forward to the water, lengthen your spine. Just come up halfway. And now lean a bit of weight into your toes. Try to pull the shoulders gently back away from the ears and take another deep breath in. As you exhale, release your hands down and fold down over those legs. Try not to let all the weight dump back into the heels. Relax your head, just let it hang. Hands on the shins again. Inhale, flat back, straight arms, look forward. Now little bend to your knees, hands travel up to the hips. Push through the feet as you inhale, rise to standing. Step your feet together, relax the arms at the sides, palms roll open. Breathe. Keep drawing the low belly in, and as you inhale, arms reach up, looking forward. Lean to your right as you exhale. Inhale to center. And exhale, lean to your left. Inhale, come up, reach up, look up. Exhale, take the back bend, open the heart. Inhale, back to the top. Palms turn open as you swan dive forward. Come up halfway as you inhale, and then plant your hands at a shoulder distance width. Walk separate, hop back to the top of a push-up. Remembering that your plank pose can be done from on the toes or from on your knees. Listen to your body. Try to press the space between your shoulder blades up towards the sky as you pull your low belly in towards your spine. Good, let's inhale, look slightly forward. As you exhale, lower with control. Send the chin forward as you lift through the back of the head, cobra. So heavy feet, pull your heart forward. Push into your hands, inhale just a little higher, lower your forehead down. Curl your toes under and inhale, press back up to plank. And lift your hips to the sky, come into downward facing dog. Turning those big toes in just slightly so your feet are parallel. Walk the heels up and down. Breathe as deeply as you can. Good. Press the right heel down, bend the left knee, and hold the stretch. And then right knee bends, try to press the left heel down. Good, let's rise up onto the toes, lift the hips as high as possible, push the chest back, and press both heels down at the same time. Good, inhale onto the toes, soft knees, look at your hands and let your feet come to that space between the hands. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold chest to thighs. Inhale, circle the arms up, lift the chin, look up. Palms come together, bring your hands to your heart. Looking forward, inhale, arms reach up. Exhale to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale to the left. Inhale, come up, look up, and lean back as you exhale. Inhale, come up, palms open, swan dive forward. Inhale to a flat back. Plant your hands, exhale to plank. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, lower slow. Cobra. Chin forward, lift through the back of the head, keep your hips on the ground. Try to let your back muscles do the work here. Hands are beside the chest as you pull that chest forward, stretch those toes back. Go ahead, take one more inhale, maybe come up a little higher. Exhale, lower your forehead, curl your toes under. Inhale to plank, and exhale back to downward facing dog. And just breathe here. Try to really stretch out the arms, the length of your spine. Push the earth away from you through those hands. Try to keep your feet parallel to each other as best you can, so your big toes are a little closer together than your inner heels. Relax your head. Relax the head. Good. Inhale, lift the right leg slowly up, and as you exhale, step your right foot up between your hands. Stay on your back toes this time. Wiggle that left foot back as far as you can. And now pull the right hip back, shift the left hip forward. Keep lifting your chest away from that front thigh as you bring your left hand in a little closer. Bring your right arm out like a wing and look at your right thumb. On an inhale, start to lift that right arm. Looking out to the right or up to that thumb, the option is there to stay on the back toes the entire time. If it's too much, you can set the knee down. Try to keep those left fingers pointing forward. Try to keep that right knee over the right ankle. Press that left leg as straight as you can. Inhale, reach for the sky. Exhale, lower the right hand down. Bring your left hand back out to the left. Take a big step forward with your left foot and fold there over your legs. Good. Inhale, look forward and lengthen your spine. Take a grip on your ankles or calves and see if you can pull yourself down a little deeper. Relax your head, just let it hang. Good. Release the grip. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank. Look forward with the next inhale and lower with control as you exhale. Send the chin forward as you lift through the back of your head. Pull the heart forward, really stretch those toes back behind you. Make sure your fingers are behind the tops of your shoulders here and take one more inhale. Lower your forehead down as you exhale. Tuck the toes. Inhale, press back up from the toes or the knees and lift your hips to the sky slowly. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Exhale, step your left foot forward. Good. Make sure your feet are wide enough apart. Wiggle that right foot back to its furthest place. Drop into that low lunge. Stay on your back toes. Press that right leg as straight as you can. Left hip back, right hip forward. Now the right hand comes in just a little closer to that left foot and the left arm comes out like a wing. So don't bring your right hand directly next to the foot. You want shoulder over wrist still. Gazing at your left thumb on an inhale, start to lift that left arm up. Spiral that chest, open to the left. Stay light on those fingerprints. Breathe. Good. Keep drawing the left hip back. Keep shifting that right hip forward. Keep that left knee over the left ankle and take one more inhale. Reach for the sky. Exhale, lower the left arm down. Move your right hand back out to the right and take a big step forward with that right foot. Fold at the top of your mat. Inhale, look forward, long spine. Take a grip on those legs and again, pull yourself down. Good. Inhale, look forward, lengthen your spine. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank pose. Inhale, look forward. Nice and slow, lower with control. Come right down to the belly, right down to your forehead. So back up on your mat if you need to. So your forehead is down on the ground. Take your arms back alongside you like jet airplane wings. And then take your hands about 6 inches out. Bring your legs together at the ankles. Press your palms into your mat. Squeeze between those shoulder blades. Now inhale, send the chin forward, lift through the back of the head. Push into those palms and see if you can lift both legs off the ground as well. Stretch those toes back behind you. Last place to go. Can you inhale, lift both hands off the ground and really stretch those fingers back, pulling the heart forward? Take one more inhale, lift everything up, and as you exhale, slowly lower down, let your forehead touch down and plant your hands beside your chest. Nice and slow, press up to the knees, and you can take it either back to child's pose or up to downward facing dog. Take rest and breathe. Good. So if you took rest in child's pose, slowly make your way back into downward dog. From downward dog, inhale, lift the right leg up. And as you exhale, big step forward with the right foot. So let's bring the left foot a little closer and plant the foot on a 45-degree angle. Bend deeply into your right knee and inhale, circle the arms up for your warrior one. Good. So try to straighten your arms. Straighten your back leg and bend deeply into your right knee. Lift the chin, looking upwards. Maybe you can look right up between those palms. Maybe you don't even need the eyes to be open. Maybe you can close them. Drawing that tailbone just slightly down. See if you can move your right knee towards the baby toe edge of your right foot. Subtle adjustment there. Take another inhale, reach up, stretch the arms back, and as you exhale, let your hands come all the way down to the ground. Plant both palms firmly and step back to downward facing dog. Try to have the weight equal in both hands as you step back. Protect your wrists at all costs. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Exhale, step your left foot forward. Right foot now comes in, planting on a 45 as you bend deeply into the left knee. When you're ready, inhale, take it up into your warrior one, Virabhadrasana. Good. Relax your shoulders down away from your ears as you lift the chin and look up. Move that left knee towards the baby toe edge of the foot just a little bit and get that knee right over the ankle as best you can. Roll the weight inwards to the big toe in the inner heel. Can you close your eyes perhaps? Keep pressing that right leg as straight as you can. Take another inhale, extend and reach, and as you exhale, release your palms to the ground. Plant them flat and step back to downward facing dog. Good. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Exhale, step your right foot forward. Try to bring your right foot now into center rather than out to the right. So walk that right foot into center. Plant your left foot flat with your toes pointing straight out to the left and line up your right heel with your left arch. How far back can you walk that left foot? How low can you sink your hips now? So we're gonna windmill up, leading with the left hand. Inhale, windmill it up into your warrior two, and stack your shoulders over your hips. Look down that right arm. Draw that low belly back towards the spine. Try to turn both your hips to face the bridge. And then pull back slightly through those left fingers so you're not leaning over your front leg too much. Can you close your eyes? Shorten the distance between the pubic bone and the navel. Shoulders relaxed. Neck is long. Good. Take another deep breath in and exhale. Windmill your hands down to frame your front foot. Come onto your back toes. Plant both palms. Step back to downward facing dog. Try to turn those big toes just slightly inwards. Inhale, left leg floats up slowly. Exhale, left foot steps forward right into center. Plant your right foot flat on a 90-degree angle to your left and walk that right foot back as far as you can. Bend deeply into your left knee and now leading with your right hand, inhale, windmill it up into your warrior two. So try to turn your whole torso towards the right and then look down that left arm. Keep your arms up at shoulder height, but try not to lift your hands higher. Let them come down. Let your shoulders melt down away from your ears. Maybe you can close your eyes. Try to keep those left toes pointing straight out. Push into the big toe and inner heel and move your knee towards the baby toe edge of the foot. Good. Reach back through those right fingers just a little bit more. Take another deep breath in and exhale. Windmill your hands down. Frame that left foot. Come onto your back toes and step back to downward dog. Try to make your feet parallel to each other. And then press the inner edges down. Press the inner edges of the hands down. Good. Inhale, rise to the toes. Soften the knees and look forward and let your feet come forward to your hands. Adjust your feet to a hip distance stance and look forward as you inhale. Lean a bit of weight into your toes. Now take a grip on your big toes with your first two fingers. Palms facing each other, bind those big toes. So turn your palms in. Take your first and second finger in between your big toe and second toe. Now look forward, lengthen your spine, and exhale, start to fold. So Beata, turn your palms in to face each other. Good. Now as you pull up on your big toes with those fingers, push your toes down at the same time. Bend your elbows, flare them out to the sides, pull your shoulders back away from your ears. Let your head just hang heavy. Good, keep pulling up on those big toes. Keep pushing those big toes down. Good, inhale, look forward, long spine. Release that grip, walk your feet together. So let your big toes touch and maintain a tiny bit of space between your heels so your feet are parallel here. Bend your knees deeply, squeeze those legs together. Inhale, reach the arms forward and up. Try not to unbend those legs here. So keep them bent deeply. Look up between the palms. Pull that low belly in. Looking forward or slightly downward, now we challenge our balance. Inhale, lift the heels off the ground. Bend your knees just a tiny bit more. Keep squeezing those legs together. Good, take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, lower your heels. Inhale, straighten the legs, reach up. And take the back bend as you hold, push the hips forward, lift the chest upwards. Inhale, come up to the top, look forward and lean to your right and hold. Inhale to center and over to your left. Inhale to come up. Turn your palms out, let your arms slowly circle down. Turn the palms open, close the eyes. Beautiful. As you open the eyes, take a big step out with that left foot. Turning to the west. Adjust your feet to one leg's length. And then pigeon toe your feet. So turn your big toes in, slide your heels out. Hands on the hips. Draw the low belly gently in, and as you inhale, lift through the crown of the head. As you exhale, hinge from your hips and start to fold. Keep your hands on your hips and squeeze those shoulder blades together. Relax your head and pull your elbows towards one another. Bring a bit of weight into your toes, not all of it in your heels, and make sure those feet stayed slightly pigeon-toed. So the fingers are around the front of the hips and the thumbs come around the back of the body. Take another deep breath in, and as you exhale, release your hands down to the ground. Widen your hands to shoulder distance width apart. Look forward as you inhale. Start to fold as you exhale. Walk your hands back. Hug your elbows in, so try to keep your fingers pointing forward. Keep your hands at a shoulder distance width. Come down to that furthest place in the pose and use the strength of your arms to pull you down. Toes are taking just as much weight as the heels. Let your hips come forward in line with your ankles. Good. As you inhale, come up to a flat back, walk the hands forward. Hands are under the shoulders now. Start to widen your feet. And keep widening the feet as much as you can. And when you can't go any wider with your feet, observe where your upper body is in relation to the ground. And if you have the ability to lower to your forearms without bringing all the weight into your toes, that's an option. Try to keep your hips in line with your ankles as you melt your inner thighs towards the ground, opening up through the hips, muscles deep within the groin. Engage through the inner thighs so that your feet aren't just going to slide out from underneath you. Work to your edge. Good. As you inhale, lift the head slowly. Come up to the palms. Shorten the stance just a little bit. And start to walk your hands around to the right. Come on to the ball of the back foot and come on to your right heel. So come right up onto your right heel if you can. Wiggle that left foot back, keeping your hands back underneath your shoulders. How far back can you let your left foot go? How low can you sink your hips now? Coming into our Hanumanasana pose. Keep lifting the chest. Keep elongating your spine. Take another deep breath in, and with the exhale, just lower your left knee and untuck your left toes. Maybe you can slide that leg back a little more or the right heel forward a little more. Keep pulling those right toes back. Take another deep breath in, and with your exhale, start to really push into your palms. Start to slide your right foot as gracefully back as you can until it's behind your hands. Just behind your hands. And then walk your right foot out to the right, all the way to the edge of your mat. Bring the heels of the hands in line with the big toe of that right foot. And slide your left leg back as far as it'll go. So try to hug your right knee in so it's right over top of that right ankle. Make sure your toes are pointing straight out. Go ahead, take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, start to melt the chest down. Maybe you're coming to forearms, maybe you're staying on your palms. Try to keep hugging that right knee in just a little bit. Keep it over the ankle. Good. As you inhale, lift your head and come back up to your palms. So we're going to keep our foot where it is, but we're going to turn it out on a 45-degree angle. Try to keep your right knee still bent deep over your right ankle and bring your left hand into center. Start to roll to the outside edge of that right foot. Bring your right hand to the inside edge of that knee or thigh and start to spiral your chest open right. So flex your right foot. Keep it active and engaged. Look over that right shoulder back behind you. So try to stay on the outer edge of your right foot, right from the outer edge of the heel to the pinky toe. Spread those right toes. Take another deep breath in, and as you exhale, look forward and down. Plant your hands on the ground at a shoulder distance. Plant your right foot flat. Curl your left toes, pick up the left knee, and now right foot steps back. Lift your hips high. Press those heels gently down. Let your head just hang heavy. Good, so let's step the left foot forward now so we can do the same sequence of postures on the other side. Make sure your feet are hip distance apart. Wiggle that left foot as far forward as you can take it. Come onto your left heel and start to wiggle the right foot back. So remember, we started in Hanumanasana before we moved deeper into our hips. So Jayashri, make sure your feet are hip distance apart. Good. Hands can stay back underneath the shoulders so you have support. If you're finding it too much on your back toes to hold it the whole time, know that you can always set the knee down. But do your best. Pull those left toes back, spread them out. Feel the intensity of that stretch up the back of your left leg, through that right glute if you're on your toes. Keep breathing, smilingly. Good. Take another deep breath in. Now we lower the right knee. Untuck the right toes. Can you go a little deeper, perhaps? Sinking those hips. Lifting your chest. Good. Take another full deep breath in, and with your exhale, start to press into your palms. And again, as gracefully as you can, start to slide your left foot back behind your hands. Now we're going to walk our left foot over to the side of our mat, bringing our left hand in, and then try to bring the heels of the hands up in line with that left big toe. Hug your left knee in over the left ankle, so keep the toes pointing forward. Elongate your spine, take a deep breath in, and start to melt your chest down towards the ground by bending your elbows. And try to lower both shoulders at the exact same time. Just take it to that furthest place for you, whatever that might mean. Keep pushing into your left big toe and your inner left heel. So don't let all the weight roll to the outer edge of your left foot here. Another full breath in and out, and then slowly inhale, begin to rise. Come up to your fingerprints. Turn your left foot out on a 45. Bring your right hand into center. Roll to the edge of your foot as you flex it. Left hand to the inside of that left knee, spiraling your chest open to the left. Look over that left shoulder. So flex your left foot. So Maureen, flex your foot a little bit. So you're not rolling onto the ankle. Yeah, good. Keep that ankle engaged a little bit so it's protected. Breathe. Take another inhale, twist just a little deeper as you exhale. Look forward and down. Release your hands down. Plant them shoulder distance apart. Planting your left foot as you curl the right toes under. Step your left foot back, hips to the sky, downward dog. Take a moment here and just stretch it out. Good. As you inhale, rise onto the toes, bend the knees looking forward, and let yourself come to seated. Take a comfortable cross-legged seat. Take a few deep breaths here. Good. Let's bring the soles of our feet together. Scoot the hips as close to the heels as you can get them. If you need a little lift underneath the edge of the seat, bring it in. So you can either hold the shins, you can hold the ankles, you can wrap your fingers around your toes, or you can open your feet up like they were a book. Press the knees down and lift the crown of the head to the sky. Take a deep breath in and start to fold. But when we fold, we lead with our chest. And when your chest can't go any further forward, just simply relax your head down. Close your eyes. Keep pulling your heart towards the water. Keep relaxing those shoulders away from the ears. Good. As you inhale, lift your chin, look forward. As you exhale, pause, and now inhale, come all the way up. You're going to keep your left leg as it is. Bring your right knee up and send your right leg straight out. So you're still facing the top of your mat. Flex both feet, and as you inhale, lift both arms up and begin to fold over that leg. Take that furthest reach with the bend in the arms. Pull the belly in, drag that heart forward, and then relax your head down. Close your eyes. Breathe deeply. Breathe slowly. In through the nose and out through the nose. Try to have those shoulders level with the earth. So don't have the right one lower than the left one. Inhale, look forward, and as you exhale, reach forward. Inhale, rise, stretching as you come up, palms out, we circle the arms down. So let's bring the right knee in. Let the right knee fall out. Lift the left knee up and extend the left leg out straight. Flexing the feet, pushing the foot to the thigh. Try not to pull your right foot further back. It's going to change the positioning of the hips. Let's inhale, lift the arms up. And start to fold over the extended left leg. Take that furthest reach. Draw the low belly in. Send the heart as far forward as you can, and then relax your head down. Close your eyes. Breathe deeply in and out through your nose. Good. As you inhale, look forward. Exhale, reach forward. Inhale, come all the way up, palms out, circle the arms down. So let's bring our right knee up and send our right leg out straight. Flex both feet, pull all 10 toes towards you. Draw the shoulders back over the hips, and as you inhale, reach the arms up, and exhale, fold over both legs. Now take that furthest grip. Pull the low belly in, drag that heart as close to the toes as it'll go, and now relax your head all the way down. Close your eyes. Breathe deeply. Breathe slowly in and out through your nose. Push those heels away. Pull all 10 toes back. Try to find a static position in this pose. Hold steady. Good. As you inhale, look forward, and as you exhale, reach forward. Inhale, come all the way up, palms out. We circle the arms down. If you're on a lift, you're going to remove it. We're going to plant our feet at a hip distance width. Plant our hands at a shoulder distance width behind us, about a foot or so. Fingers either pointing straight forward or straight back, as Chris is demonstrating. Push into those hands and feet now. When you're ready, look at your navel and inhale, lift your hips up. So you can gaze at your navel the entire time. You can look up at the sky, or you can relax your head all the way back. See what your neck can handle. Try not to splay your knees. Keep your thighs parallel to one another. Good. Take another inhale, lift the chin and look forward. As you exhale, lower the body down. Lower your back down, lower your head down. As you lie on your back, draw your knees into your chest, and as you draw your knees in, rock from side to side. So it's time for some form of an inversion. We have lots of different levels and lots of different bodies, how they're feeling today. So you might feel good just taking legs up in the air. Maybe you want to do legs and arms up. Maybe you want to work on your shoulder stand. Maybe you want to work on your headstand. Maybe you want to work on your hand balance. But you want your head lower than your heart in whatever pose you're coming into. So listening to the body, listening to what it's asking for. Making sure that your setup is safe, those of you working in headstands and shoulder stands. Try to just get your legs up at least. Maybe legs and arms, maybe the whole body. If you're working in shoulder stand, do not turn your head as you come up into the pose. Protect your neck. Those of you working in headstand, be really sure to always be pressing downwards so you're drawing your shoulders back and away from your ears. Continue to breathe as deeply as you can. Nice, Maureen. Can you try letting your weight now drop more into your hands and drop the hips down and maybe lift your head up and come into your crow? If you're working in shoulder stand, you can move into plow if you'd like, lowering the legs over the face. If you're working in headstand, you can move into any variations you might like to try. If you're working in legs and arms up, try doing a little bit of wiggling of the fingers and toes, encouraging a bit more lymphatic drainage. You can also take the legs open really wide if you'd like and get a bit of a stretch in the hips, using your hands on the inner thighs to open those legs up as well. If you're working in plow from your shoulder stand, so Beata, your legs are going to come over your face now as you try to bring your toes towards the ground. Good. If your toes touch, your palms can touch the ground. Those of you in plow are going to begin to roll out onto your back. Those of you in headstand are making your way down into child's pose, taking a few breaths there. Those of you lying on your back with the legs wide, you can bring the legs together, draw the knees to the chest, maybe do a little rocking side to side, massage your back. If you've rolled out of your shoulder stand, you can start to walk your feet towards you. Those of you in child's pose, make your way onto your back, preparing for bridge pose. The option is bridge or wheel. So we're going to plant our feet at a hip distance stance, no more than 2 fist distance between those heels. Good, so Jayashri, walk your feet a little closer to one another, just a little bit. Beata, your feet can come a little closer too. Hug your knees over your ankles. Press that low back down to the ground, and now inhale, lift those hips up to the sky. If you're working in wheel, the hands can plant beside the head first as you press up. Make sure your hands are shoulder distance width apart. Fingers are spread nice and wide as you work towards straightening the arms and the legs. Try not to splay your knees if you're in bridge. Imagine you were holding a yoga block in between those knees. You can imagine the same thing in your wheel as well. Good, let's take one more deep breath in. Come up, up, up. As you exhale, start to lower yourself down slowly. Draw your knees loosely into your chest and just rock from side to side. Massage your back. Good, let's roll back to center. Take your arms out to a T as you set your feet down on the ground. And now just pick your hips up and shift them over to the left a couple inches. And then cross your left leg over your right leg, knee over knee. Take a deep breath in, turn your head to the left, and as you exhale, begin to lower both your legs over to the right side. Try to keep that left shoulder down, nice and heavy. Palms can face up or down, your choice as you breathe. Breathing in through the nose and breathing out through the nose. If you're finding it too intense with the legs crossed, know that the option is always there to uncross the legs and just stack them instead. Try to keep that left shoulder very heavy on the earth. Continuing to send your awareness inwards, your attention inwards, your focus inwards. Surrendering your body here to gravity, just letting it pull you down. Just a couple more breaths. On your next inhalation, slowly bring your head and your legs back up to center. Uncross the legs if they're still crossed, and shift your hips from the left side now over to the right side a little bit. Cross your right knee over your left knee. So right leg is crossing over left. So Jayashri, other leg on top. Right leg on top, Jayashri. Turn your head, yep, you have it, right over left, you got it. Turn your head all the way to the right as you inhale. Start to melt those legs over to the left as you exhale. And again, if it's too intense with the legs crossed, just uncross them. Palms can be up to the sky or turned down to the earth. Just breathe here as deeply as you can, as slowly as you can. In through the nose and out through the nose. That right shoulder is heavy. The chest is facing straight up to the sky, both sides of it. Breathe into that low back, breathe into those hips, breathe into the entire length of your spine. Good. On your next inhale, nice and slow, begin to lift the head and the knees back up to center. Uncross the legs, shift your hips to center and draw your knees tightly in toward your chest. Wrap your arms around the legs and draw the forehead towards the knees. Let's take one more deep breath in, and as we hold the breath, begin to scrunch up everything from the crown of the head all the way down to the tips of the toes, engaging every muscle. Squeeze, 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 and release. And as you lie down onto your back, grabbing anything that you need to be comfortable. Maybe it's your blanket, maybe it's your eye pillow, maybe it's that extra shirt. What do you need to be comfortable? Bring your heels as wide as your mat and let your feet relax and fall out to the sides. Turn your palms to the sky, tuck your shoulder blades underneath the body, and just tuck your chin slightly in toward your chest. Start to relinquish the control of the breath and let your breath return back to a soft, natural state. And just feel yourself growing heavier and heavier and heavier. Toes and feet are relaxed. Legs and hips are relaxed. Buttocks and pelvis are relaxed. Belly, chest, and back are relaxed. Hands and arms are relaxed. Neck, face, and scalp are relaxed. The entire body is completely relaxed. Begin to deepen your breath. Begin to move the body, starting with your fingers and your toes. And then bringing movement to your hands and your feet, your wrists and your ankles. Let your head begin to turn very slowly from side to side. Roll your head to center, slide your legs together, point your toes, and reach your arms back over your head. Take a long, deep breath in, stretch, 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 and relax. Let the arms come down. Draw your knees into your chest. And just gently rock from side to side. One last massage for your back. When you're ready, roll over onto your right side and just pause here in this fetal position. Take a few breaths. Check in, notice how you feel. And then with as little movement as possible, keeping the eyes closed, make your way up to a seated position that you can be comfortable in. Take a moment with those hands on the knees or on the thighs, palms up or down. Try to extend the arms straight as you lift through the crown of the head. Observing the breath without controlling the breath. Observing the thoughts without judging the thoughts. Observing all sounds around you without becoming attached to any one sound in particular. Just be that silent observer. Not giving any one thing any more importance than another. Bring your palms together at your heart center. And let your chin just bow toward your chest. Take a moment to thank yourself for making this time today for you. Send a silent thank you out to those who came to join you in this practice, for sharing their energy with you. And I thank you for allowing me to share these teachings with you. As we lift our chin gently away from the chest and extend upwards through the crown, preparing to end our practice with the chanting of Om, take a deep breath in. I honor that place in you where the entire universe resides, that place of love, of light, of truth, and of peace. And when you reside in that place in you and I reside in that place in me, we are one. Namaste. Thank you. Thanks for coming this morning. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Nice to see you all. Schedule for next week is pretty much the same as last week, other than Monday's class, because it's not a holiday, goes back to 7 p.m. So Monday and Wednesday, 7 p.m., Tuesday and Thursday, 7 a.m., Friday at 6 p.m., Saturday at 4, and Sunday, same time, 9:30. Thank you. You did just fine, Helen.
Yeah, I made it.
Yeah, you did great. That's pretty